Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Juventus trail 12 times European champions Real Madrid 3-0 in their Champions League quarter-final second leg tie. The Serie side need to produce a remarkable performance in tonight's encounter after Cristiano Ronaldo's brace and Marcelo's late strike settled last week's clash in Turin. Ronaldo is the all-time top scorer in the Champions League and has finished as leading marksman in the competition's last 5 editions and again leads the way this campaign, with 14 strikes in 9 games. The Bianconeri are closing in on their 7th domestic title, while Real are only 4th in the table in Spain. Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0-1 Juventus 32. Mandzukic booked for a foul on Carvajal before Marcelo thumps the subsequent free kick into the stands. 30, little in the way of goal-mouth action happening. Juventus look happy to protect their lead until the break while Real Madrid are trying to slow things down. Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. 28. Are we giving the greatest ever Champions League comeback to Juventus if they do this tonight? They would be the only side to overcome a 3-goal deficit away from home. 25. The BT Sports cameras have just panned to Sergio Ramos, who's smiling and laughing whilst wearing what appears to be a fedora. 22. Vinicius having a torrid time dealing with Ronaldo. The Portuguese superstar keeps isolating the defender, who responds by delivering a WWE-style body check. 19. Eh? Is that tactical? Masciada Siglio has been replaced by Stefan Lichtner. No idea why, he didn't look injured to me! 18. This Sergio Ramos suspension is coming back to haunt the hosts. Varane and Vallejo don't look comfortable defending set pieces. They fail to clear a corner and Mandzukic tamely taps it back to Navas. Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. 16, disallowed goal. Isco converts a rebound after some fine solo work from Ronaldo, but he's flagged for offside. 15, Real Madrid appear to have settled now. Modric, who's pulling all the strings, finds Isco inside the penalty area but Chiellini gets a vital touch. 12, audacious from Gareth Bale. Modric and Ronaldo play a lovely 1-2 before it's fed through to the Welshman, who unleashes a spectacular backheel into the side netting. 9, close. Goodness me, Navas has prevented Juventus from doubling their lead. Vallejo and Varane get in a muddle and Higuain nearly capitalizes. 7, like Natalie Imbruglia, I am torn. Is that goal the start of last night's Roma comeback, or Manchester City's bright start and terrible finish? Yeah, I'm dropping Natalie Imbruglia references. What you gonna do about it? 4, Mario Mandzukic's goal after 76 seconds is the fastest Real Madrid have ever conceded at home in the Champions League. Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0-1 Juventus, Mandzukic 2, hang on, we've got a game on our hands. Juventus have made the perfect start after taking the lead inside 2 minutes at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid look a shambles at the back without Sergio Ramos. Pjanic has the freedom of the right flank and floats the ball up for the unmarked Mario Mandzukic to head home. 2, did I mention that Real Madrid unfurled a banner displaying a great white shark before kickoff? Won't be long before Benjamin Mendy files a complaint. 1, we're underway folks, time for Juventus to summon the spirit of Roma, and to a lesser extent, commentator Peter Drury. Reuters Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Real Madrid vs Juventus 19:42, quick reminder Real Madrid 11, Gieler, Carvajal, Varane, Vallejo, Marcelo, Casemiro, Cruz, Modric, Isco, Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, subs, Casilla, Benzema, Theo, Lucas Vazquez, Llorente, Asensio, Kovacic. Juventus 11, Buffon, De Siglio, Benicia, Chiellini, Alex Sandro, Khedira, Janik, Matuidi, Douglas Costa, Higuain, Mandzukic. Subs: Szczesny, Lichtner, Ryugani, Asamoah, Marquisio, Sturaro, Cuadrid. Twitter round Tom, quite fancy Harry Kane first goal scorer in the Real Madrid v Juventus match tonight. He isn't playing and has absolutely zero chance of scoring, but apparently things such as actually scoring goals are irrelevant with him when it comes to scoring goals these days. James, excited for the Real Madrid v Juventus game, 6-1 on Harry Kane scoring first, come on. Vader, oh, just another UCL night about to see Ronaldo break his 759 billionth football record, no pressure at all. That's enough Harry Kane jokes, thank you. He was my fantasy football captain and I am still not over it. Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu draw 1935, what's that, when is the Champions League semi-final draw? I am glad you asked. The draw for the semi-finals takes place at 1 p.m. on Friday, April 13 in Lyon, Switzerland. Liverpool and Roma are safely through with Real Madrid or Juventus and Bayern Munich or Sevilla joining them tonight. Any restriction over who can play who? Nope, anybody can play anyone. The first legs of the semi-finals take place on Tuesday, April 24 and Wednesday, April 25. The second legs are a week later, Tuesday, May 1 and Wednesday, May 2. The team that comes out the pot first will be at home for the first leg. Get Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Ronaldo legacy 19:30, Zinedine Zidane believes Cristiano Ronaldo will leave a lasting legacy at Real Madrid like Alfredo Di Stefano has, and if you don't know who Alfredo Di Stefano is, I suggest that's your homework tonight. Ronaldo's spectacular second goal was so impressive that even Juventus fans applauded it, and Real president Florentino Perez has called the 33-year-old the great heir to Di Stefano, who won 5 European Cups and scored 308 goals in 396 games between 1953 and 1964. I am not thinking about being without Cristiano Ronaldo, this is what we have and we are happy, Zidane said. There are many people who still remember Di Stefano and rightly so, I am one of those people. They will also remember Cristiano Ronaldo at this club, we must enjoy this player. Get Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Bayern Munich vs Sevilla 19:20, Real Madrid aren't the only ticket in town folks. There's a slightly tighter tie going on in Germany as Sevilla seek to overturn a 2-1 deficit against Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich 11, Ulrich, Kimmich, Boateng, Hummels, Rafinha, Robben, Javi Martinez, Rodriguez, Ribery, Müller, Lewandowski. Subs: Stark, Wagner, Seal, Thiago, Bernat, Rudy, D'Alessio. Sevilla 11, Soria, Jesus Navas, Mercado, Lenglet, Escudero, Benga, Nzonzi, Coria, Vasquez, Sarabia, Ben Yedder. Subs: Sergio Rico, Carrico, Pizarro, Muriel, Nolito, Gael Hermarena, Sandro. Arrival. 19:15, we seem to be fascinated by team buses arriving at the stadium these days, so in honor of our strange new addiction, above is a snap of the Real Madrid boys arriving. Low-key affair, right? Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. We won't be depressed about it. 19:10, it's nearly the end of Gianluigi Buffon folks, that's a bit misleading, I mean, he's not dying. But tonight could be his final Champions League appearance. The Juventus captain said in October that he would be ready to leave at the end of the campaign unless they won the Champions League, meaning tonight's game is likely to be his last in Europe's elite club competition. He has not made a definitive announcement about his future, however. It's possible, but I won't be depressed about it, said the 40-year-old, who has won the last 6 Serie A titles and the World Cup but never lifted the Champions League despite playing in 3 finals. When I was a child I would have accepted doing everything I have done and retiring at the Bernabeu. I'm going to see the positive side to this situation. The important thing is to try and ensure this isn't Juve's last game in the Champions League this season. 4 more years. Reuters. Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Team news, Real Madrid 19:05, Gareth Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo both start. The Welsh international didn't feature in the first leg drubbing in Turin, but he returns at the expense of Karim Benzema, who drops to the bench. Elsewhere Sergio Ramos is suspended so Jesus Vallejo comes into the center of defense. Team news, Juventus 19:00, let's start with the visitors. Juventus are without Paulo Dybala after his dismissal last week, so the miracle will have to take place using Douglas Costa, Gonzalo Higuain and Mario Mandzukic as the front three, Rodrigo Bentancur, while Andrea Barzagli and Federico Bernardeschi are injured. But Mehdi Benatia and Miralem Pjanic return to the starting 11 having missed the first leg through suspension. Reuters. Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Real Madrid vs Juventus 18:55. Okay, I've just seen the Real Madrid starting 11 and it's safe to say Zinedine Zidane isn't taking any risks. Real Madrid 11, Keeler, Carvajal, Varane, Vallejo, Marcelo, Casemiro, Cruz, Modric, Isco, Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo. Subs, Casilla, Benzema, Theo, Lucas Vazquez, Llorente, Asensio, Kovacic. Juventus 11, Buffon, De Siglio, Benatia, Chiellini, Alex Sandro, Khedira, Pjanic, Matuidi, Douglas Costa, Higuain, Mandzukic. Subs, Szczesny, Lichtner, Ryugani, Asamoah, Marquisio, Sturaro, Cuadrid. Real Madrid vs Juventus, latest Champions League scores from the Bernabeu. Underdogs 18:50, it was like average Joe's Gymnasium vs Globo Gym last night. Liverpool and Roma are not exactly small clubs yet their Champions League quarter-final wins are being hailed as a triumph for the underdog in a competition which is generally very low on surprises. Liverpool were 9th in Europe in terms of revenue after they raked in £355 million in the 2016 financial year, according to a UEFA report published in January, while as Roma were 16th with £191 million. Yet, such is the concentration of power in European football that both teams were regarded as rank outsiders when drawn to face the financial might of their respective opponents. Okay, not quite like the plot from Dodgeball. Have your say 18:45. If you want to vent your frustrations, or discuss any issues in the world of football, within reason, then get in touch. You can either comment at the bottom of the page or contact me via Twitter using the hashtag #ExpressSport. Good evening 18:30. Welcome to our live coverage of the Champions League. Has everyone recovered from last night? I bet there's a few sore heads in Liverpool and Rome. On paper, tonight's quarter-final ties look pretty much done and dusted with Real Madrid leading Juventus 3-0 and Bayern Munich hosting Sevilla at the Allianz Arena boasting a 2-1 advantage, but having seen Roma conquer the unconquerable, I ran out of words. Barcelona in Turin, I firmly believe that anything could happen. Let's have some team news and lineups, shall we? Stream details. Subscribers can watch the game online or mobile on the BT website or app. The BT Sport Enhanced Video Player is also available online, however mobile customers will be able to stream the game for free, thanks to a free subscription plan recently announced by the network. You can visit the website for more information on the BT Sports offer.